The Krabby Patty from which place? McD?
Hello everyone! This is Running on Empty!
No, I love
Food
League.
review! Well, hello, ladies
I like League. I let my rage flow through League. That's how I'm calm on stream, okay?
gentlemen, and everyone watching. Welcome one and all to this newest edition of the Running on Empty food review series. I'm your host, the Report of the Week. Thank you for checking in.
He does have something other, like, a little strange about him, but I think it adds to his channel uniqueness.
So, the reviews continue. Here I am, still alive and well. For all those of you wondering, as far as Hurricane Milton was concerned, I did get a full impact of it. It was definitely the strongest hurricane I've ever been in, but everything is still alright in the end, I'm happy to say, and of course life goes on, the show goes on, the channel goes on, the reviews go on, and here I am to continue that streak. So, today's review is for another item that I have had many requests for. Let's get right into it. This review is something that a lot of people have been wondering about as far as McDonald's is concerned. It's a concept so simple that a lot of people have just been asking the question, well, when are they actually going to go ahead and formally release it? Now that day has finally arrived. McDonald's, for a limited time, is premiering the Chicken Big Mac. And what that is, because I know that name is so confusing that no one could obviously even come close to figuring that out. It's a Big Mac with chicken on it instead of beef. And I'm just going to give you a second to just fully digest and comprehend that, because again, I know this is mind-blowing stuff here. So instead of 2 all-beef patties, it has 2 chicken patties,
Okay.
special sauce.
Tiny audio desync for him. Dude, I think the scuff is part of his channel aesthetic, not gonna lie. A chicken Big Mac, I don't know if I can get behind that. I like the Big Mac the way it is. I don't want it to change.
These pickles, onions, and on a sesame seed bun. Essentially, it is a Big Mac with chicken on it instead of beef.
Okay.
And it'll be very interesting to see how this works, how the flavor profile of it, of course, is.
McDonald's, they were pumping out like all these new items, and then I think at one point they were doing really bad, so they decided to go back to their roots and focus on the classic items. And then they're starting, and now they're like, oh, the Big Mac is really popular, so let's do this new rendition of the Big Mac. But I don't know if it worked that well.
Is different, and you know, if it's better or worse or the
The
same.
Big Mac is my favorite sandwich out of the menu, so you know, if I would eat a new type of Big Mac, it would have to be exceptional and no size jokes,
etc. The price for this, again, limited time
the
item.
shrimp burger is really good.
$6 for the
and
chicken
JP.
Big Mac by itself, so it is a bit pricey. I was actually even watching an old review of mine from a good number of years ago, and
Every time I've been eating a Big Mac lately, it has been disappointing. It's like cold and bland. You know what I was really impressed by lately? I ordered a trio from Burger King's, and my god, the burger I received looked beautiful. It looked like a burger from an advertisement. Legit, it was huge.
the Big Mac at that point was only $3, so you know, now for $6 with some chicken patties on it, yeah, it's a shame the way things are. No surprise, but still overpriced for the sandwich by itself. Anyway, this is going to be a pretty straightforward review.
That's crazy.
You can
like,
see the box.
I bought a tuna and egg sandwich from this little bistro, and they have like the homemade mayonnaise and all that. Like, it's all homemade, and it also costs $6. It's like, a $6 fast food sandwich versus a $6 artisanal sandwich. I wonder which one I'll pick. Oi, you! Yeah, you! Hi! If you're not subscribed to my second channel, I don't know what you're doing with your life. So take a moment, press the like button, press the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell on. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now let's get back into the video.
It's right there. No special branding here, it just comes in a Big Mac box.
Yeah.
You can see it's got a little bit of like an illustration on the front, like those are some mountains right there. And that's like some sand. It's a little bit of a scenic illustration. Golden arches.
It's like the classic box. I do like eating in the box though, because it's kind of serves as a plate. I like it better than the wrapping. $5 for a medium fry. Jesus.
That's how you can immediately tell it is indeed the chicken Big Mac.
It doesn't look like that bad, actually. I don't know. It looks alright, actually. I take it back.
Look at it. You can see the 2 chicken fillets, the lettuce, the cheese, the secret sauce. Heavily guarded secret, mind you. So don't even think about what that sauce actually is.
Dude, for the trio, like I actually just want to look how much it costs right now. Do they still have it available? The chicken thing? The chicken Big Mac? Alright, so okay, for the Big Mac, the trio is $15. But Canadian. It's probably equivalent for you guys. And then just for the sandwich, just the sandwich is $8. $8.19.
Is. It's not worth it. Just believe me, I say that from experience. I guess. There is a pickle buried right there.
I like the pickles.
It looks like a Big Mac, except for the fact that it has chicken on it instead of beef. So let's try it out. I think this is going to be an interesting one, and yeah, let's just see if it's any good or not, what it tastes like. The chicken Big Mac from McDonald's, heavily requested. Let's see how this is. It's going in.
You just remove one big chunk of bread. Taking small bites is part of his thing, really? These are some small bites. I eat my food like Kirby. I eat my food like Pac-Man. There's that piece of cheese sticking out.
One more bite.
There's a piece of cheese sticking out from the... I would have ate that first. What I hate the most is when the patty slides out of the bread, or like, you know, in the back of the burger, all the condiments come out. Oh, it's the worst. The worst. Like there. See, it's happening. Bread is sticking out. Hate that. Hate that. Worst thing about burgers. How do we submit vids for you to watch? Well, right now I have a lot of videos queued up, but Eureka made us a really cool subreddit, and I'm gonna announce it's opening soon. And in the subreddit, we're moving all the reaction, suggestion, and all of that to the subreddit. And in the subreddit, you guys will be able to upvote for the videos that you want me to watch. And you can submit all kinds of things that you want me to go over on stream. Reddit threads, TikToks, videos, VTube stuff, VTuber news. So I'm gonna be... It's going to be almost like where I grab all the content from. Reddit? I don't Reddit? Well, you're gonna have to make an account. This is the only way we can upvote, because people send me a lot of videos, but it's impossible through Discord to know which videos are gonna be good or not. And through the upvote system in Reddit, we can see at a glance which videos, you know, are going to be really good, because people are going to be like, oh, I've seen this, upvote this, yes, watch this, etc., etc. I got a Reddit to figure out some technical stuff. Not drinking a fountain drink from McDonald's with your burger? What the fuck? Drinking water with a burger?
You know,
Hello?
there were some items. I was sitting here trying this out, and I was a bit surprised, to be honest. You think to yourself, all the ingredients, with this one exception.
Well, I only go on Reddit to get period movie suggestions and, you know, some technical advice on stuff. But, you know, the Rima subreddit's gonna be cool, guys. It's going to be cool, okay? So you'll add that to your list.
Substituted, of course, for the chicken, are identical. And the Big Mac, of course, is an iconic sandwich.
Reddit can be good. Yeah, no, for real. If you have ever any problem with your computer, type the question in the Google bar and add Reddit at the end. Reddit always has the answer. Like, they're the only place that's ever had, like, decent answers for me.
The signature item from McDonald's.
Yeah.
So you would think, alright, they've obviously got a good thing going. So substituting it just from beef to chicken shouldn't be that big of a deal. The thing that struck me the most, and I sort of came to this realization, how flavorless the chicken essentially was.
Wow!
And I came to that conclusion even on the first bite.
Oh my god, I fucking hate Quora. I hate that you mentioned it, because Quora, dude, you just check one question, you happen to answer on, stumble on Quora, and then you get fucking bombarded with emails from them all the time. Or not emails, I don't even know. It's just they keep showing up, and your search bar is so annoying.
And I think you could see in the cross-section, the thickness of the chicken patties was actually pretty decent. I would be willing to surmise that the thickness of the chicken patties exceeds that of the beef patties when you're ordering a standard Big Mac.
Yeah, it's very thin, the beef patty.
There's more chicken on this by volume than there is beef.
I don't like it. Yeah.
However, first bite, mouthful of chicken, and instead I mostly taste
like
Big
bread.
Mac sauce, and that's really it.
Their chicken tastes like cardboard. Dude, the beef is so thin, yeah.
It's like the chicken is just sort of there. I mean, it's sort of, yeah, it tastes like chicken.
I have a Blue
right?
Sky, I haven't
But
used
it's
it
not
yet,
necessarily
no.
exceedingly flavorful either. And I thought to myself, maybe that's just an anomaly, right? Maybe I just
An
bit into
anomaly?
this huge, concentrated glob of the Big Mac sauce. Took another bite, and then another, and then another. No, every single bite was the same. Every other ingredient, with the exception of the chicken, was more flavorful than the chicken. There was even an instance where I took a bite, and even the lettuce was a little more flavorful than the chicken was.
That's impossible. The lettuce from the Big Mac tastes nothing. Nothing. I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't even like any vitamins in the McDonald's vegetables. Or at least the lettuce. The lettuce.
The chicken is just sort of there. It's like fried and oily.
That's crazy.
And maybe a little salty. And that's really it. It's
Oh, hold up. You know what else is crazy?
I'm shocked that they could have so much of an ingredient on this
really,
sandwich and have it be so flavorless at the same time, where again, every other ingredient on this is more potent than the chicken, which again by volume exceeds that of the beef that's usually on this.
I completely believe it.
I'm quite surprised. That's not to say that this
I'm not.
is bad. By bad, I mean disgusting, right? Something that's going to make me all of a sudden, you know, crawl into the sink here in the fetal position and just have like a nervous breakdown or something because it's just that bad. You know, I'm not talking about that. You could see I was eating this without incident. I would hope anyway. I mean, you know, if it looks like I was eating it with incident, then, you know, it is what it is. But I feel anyway I was eating it without incident, and if need be, I could of course eat the entire thing here. But what I will say is that, was it particularly enjoyable?
No, but the spicy chicken version that they're all these fast food places, they make the spicy chicken rendition of their burgers, and I ordered them, and the only thing that's remotely spicy from the burgers is the sauce, and it's barely taste anything. Make the chicken actually spicy as well, and put some real jalapenos in there. I hate that they're doing all of these jalapeno things and then there's no real jalapeno in it. It's a jalapeno smoked sauce or some shit.
Necessarily say so. If I was given the choice, if I had a chicken Big Mac here, and then right here I had a Big Mac with the beef patties, I would choose, without hesitation, 100% of the time, the Big Mac with the beef patty.
Yes! Yes!
This is one of those items, and this is what I was getting at the beginning of my assessment, where I think that singular ingredient ties everything together, and that is the beef patty. I think that the combination of all the flavors here works best.
He looked distraught. Yeah, he really didn't like it.
It does not work with the chicken. Like I said, it's just... it's bland. Lack of a better word here. It's bland, it's underwhelming.
I think this is the harshest review I've seen him do. I haven't seen that many, but this is the harshest he's been so far in the videos that I've seen.
And it's a bit disappointing. And I don't know, I just had my hopes a little higher. I was thinking, you know, for a chicken Big Mac, because I like the Big Mac, it's one of my favorite items from McDonald's, I thought it was going to be better than this.
Yeah, My Day is Ruined is the best one.
Down. And McDonald's, they can do certain chicken sandwiches quite well, as a matter of fact. So, there's really no excuses for this. There have been plenty of chicken sandwiches from McDonald's that have been quite good.
Well, it doesn't matter that it's McDonald's food because he reviews fast food all the time. So it's like, you know, he's not reviewing Michelin's food and then reviewing fast food in the next video. It's always about fast food, and there's some fast foods that he really likes. Like, he's done some very positive reviews.
And yet they use these chicken patties that are just, like, bottom of the barrel.
Don't patter, McDonald's!
Flavorless and oily, and that's about it. And every other ingredient on the Big Mac, except for the chicken, is more flavorful than the chicken. So, I don't know. I wouldn't really recommend getting this. I understand it's a novelty, but I think you're going to be wasting your time and your money, and maybe your appetite, too, by getting this. I think if you want to go to McDonald's, just understand that the chicken Big Mac is not it. And if you want a Big Mac, get it as intended, in its original form, with the two all-beef patties, instead of these two chicken patties.
Get the canon Big Mac. McD's chicken has always been subpar, not bad, but bland. Well, that's why you need the sauce for the nuggets. That's why you need the sauce.
The beef works. In this instance, the chicken unfortunately doesn't, and that's a big disappointment. Very bland, flavorless. Doesn't taste gross or anything, but there's not much to taste. It's just that underwhelming. So for an idea that I think was so hyped up and had so much potential, a big letdown in that regard. And I think they really could have done so much better than what they ended up doing with this. And as I said, that's disappointing. And also, it's overpriced, too. So that's another thing. So I think this was a big missed opportunity from McDonald's, and they really could have done a much better job on this. And I was expecting better, I was hoping for better, and was let down there. Like I said, don't even waste your time or your money with the chicken Big Mac. Just if you want a Big Mac, get it with the beef patties, because at least that'll be good. and at least you know you'll have a decent item there. So therefore, out of 10, what am I going to rate the Chicken Big Mac from McDonald's? Yeah, disappointing, very flavorless, not much to really say otherwise. I don't think it had to be this way. I think there's so much that they could have done with it.
There was so much potential!
And factoring in the price too, I'm gonna have to give the Chicken Big Mac a 4.2 out of 10. That's a 4.2. Not the worst thing in the world, but far from the best. There was so much potential here that was missed, and I hope they learn from their mistakes.
That's more than I expected.
Maybe a day will come where they will revise the Chicken Big Mac concept, and this time do it right, and make it actually flavorful. Disappointing, but really that's all that there is to it.
Disappointing.
So, with that, that's all that I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'm your host, The Report.
He has a full video where he just reads comments flaming him, and I think that's pretty funny.